Need numbers up here. Numbers. Perfect.
All right, looks like we are rolling.
Perfect. How many girls do they got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12.
Looks like 12 and then a goalie.
12 and a goalie. Live now. Not love now. It's to my mother-in-law. Suppose I can pull it up on my phone and make sure we're pulling some.
Looks like they're sporting the red and black maple leafs.
Yep, that's in the words of Nick Harrigus, who called the rink in the church in Alexandria violently Minnesotan. We'll call these jerseys for Fort Francis violently Canadian.
That is a good description of them right there.
It is. Welcome all to the semifinal game of the Fargo International Tournament, or Shields, I should say, International, and it is international today, a Solstice border battle. But the your Iron Fire Ironworks, Brainerd Little Falls 15U team taking on Fort Francis, they are from Canada. And said it. They have violently Canadian jerseys on, the maple leaf with red and black. They are also undefeated coming into this. So they're the number 1 seed in their pool. They were defeating teams had a pretty similar. Let's play hockey. So we switched to Wi-Fi because Wi-Fi showed it wasn't any better, actually worse than hotspot. So now we switched to Wi-Fi, and hopefully that is a little bit better because it was really choppy. It was previously choppier, Kai-san says. Well, you missed the Canadian national anthem, followed by the American national anthem to get things going here. Referees getting all stretched out. You can turn yours up and down individually, too, if it's too loud in your ears. Right there. Or turn it up or down. Or
I don't know if I want to hear myself. So.
Yeah, that's true. Sometimes it helps. Sometimes it hurts. So, ladies getting ready to go here. Let's see. It kind of looks like I can actually see on the broadcast. It looks like it actually is moving now instead of being frozen. So face-off now to open up the semifinal game was Oim, taken by Fort Francis. Going up far side, shot on net, save Delaney. So she's already seen more shots today than she did almost the entire first period last game, I should say. So,
yeah, looking at the stats here, the number 11 is their goal scorer. She's got 6 in the tournament here, so she's the one to watch for. And then number 34,
11 and 34, and 11's on the center dot right now across from Allie. Oim wins the faceoff back to the blue line corner, dumped down back behind the net now. There's the number 11 again, has it over, bangs it up to the near side blue line corner. 28 fires in a shot, broken up by Oim. Oim skating with it now to the blue line. Kind of lost control of it, poked back into our zone. Turl sends it over to Rodemaker. Off the sticker, Rodemaker getting it over towards Johnson. Now back to neutral. Picked off right off the bench was Westfall. Couldn't handle the puck. As number 11, their goal scorer, skating in. Center ice broken up by Oim. Now down towards the Delaney, but Scarlett Turl dumps it down for an icing. 0-0, period 1, 14-12 left in the very, very young game. Spending already most of it in our zone. Probably more time in our zone now than we did the whole first 2 periods of the previous games, but that's what happens when you get to championship hockey. You run into teams that are matched up better, so it should be a good fight. Face-off taken by Brainerd back to the LeBeast, who has it back behind the net. Skating around, gets it intercepted, sent towards the net, broken up now by dump rope down in the corner. Tome sends it out across the middle, but fighting for control of the puck over at the blue line is LeBlanc. LeBlanc has it, tries to send it up to Ellie Hogstead, but sent now to Fort Francis, sends it down middle. LeBeast getting hooked a little bit as she's taking control of the puck, skating up strong side. Oh, that's her right side, I guess. And offsides.
Yeah, it looks like a little bit more fast-paced this morning. Looks like everybody's awake and ready to go.
Looks that way. Had to wake the girls up at 6. Told them to be ready. Oh, shoot, I got to move this in or out probably. There. Oh, and Oim takes it off the face-off. Poke checked away, though, on the far side. Fort Francis sends it down to LeBeast. LeBeast bangs it off the boards towards Horton. Horton sends it down. Puts one on net, though. I think it might have been a little left, but gave that goalie a little bit of a look. Kaisun says, isn't the Canadian national anthem just Nickelback's photograph? Yes. Is Nickelback Canadian?
Yeah,
well,
they are, I thought.
We used to have a bit where everybody was Canadian. I kind of forgot about that. We'll have to ask Eric Welch if he's from Canada, as he is the lead singer of Chad Kroger from Nickelback. Have you ever seen that picture of him from back in the day? His wife so graciously showed us. Looks
Spitting
like,
image, huh?
Yep, it was Chad Kroger. Had long hair, beautiful flowing long hair.
Yeah. Almost a doppelganger, huh?
Pretty much, yeah. Like, that is Chad Kroger. I know what he's doing with his retirement. He's watching youth hockey. Kept in the zone now by Johnson. Johnson sends it all the way down now to the near side corner. But Fort Francis is going to be the only one there. Nice cross-ice pass by Fort Francis as they're going to enter it into the zone. Skating up far side. Turl pushes the puck off to the boards. Sent across the face of Delaney over to Rodemaker in the far side. Rodemaker picks it up off the boards trying to advance the puck, but a red Leaf jersey swooped in and stole it away. Now near side, fighting for position. That girl's huge compared to Scarlett. Shot now back behind Delaney. Now over to Johnson. Rodemaker and Johnson fighting for the puck, trying to get the zone cleared. Shot on net, deflected by their number 12. Missed wide left. Isla Johnson now skating it towards the neutral zone. She gets poke checked away at the red line, taken away by Fort Francis, skating up far side. She puts on a shot, save Delaney. Now back behind the net is LeBeast. LeBeast got pushed down from behind. Fighting for the and there Fort Francis has it, that number 11. She's looks about the same size, as a little bigger than Dump Rope even. Dump Rope is fighting with her. Here comes McKenna Westfall skating near side. Centering pass, gets her out front. Oh, just off the stick of Ellie Hogstead. Fanned on, but kept in the zone now by Dump Rope. Hogstead skating around, skates around one girl, trying to skate around another, but she got poke checked away, and the girl that she was fighting for the puck with got taken down by the sniper. Near side corner now, Hogstead fighting for it. Centering pass, nobody home. We're going to have a line change here as Fort Francis takes control of it up the far side. Passes up to one of their goal scorers, number 11. Now over to the far side, or near side corner down in the blue line. 55 passes back down to 11. She stops her versus pass around OM, skating back behind the net. Stops versus pass, sends it back up to the blue line. Fires in a high shot, deflected out of the air by, I think that's Oyen that had her hand in the air to knock it down, push it far right, or left. Delaney's right, I guess. Here comes Rodemaker, skating strong up the far side. She's got 1 on 3, or 2 on 3, but sends it down into the corner. Back behind the net. Rodemaker going to get there to try to put some pressure on, but I'm going to put the camera on it so you can see it. A lot of camera work's going to have to come into play here in this rink.
That's kind of tight here.
Yeah, and then Turtle couldn't quite keep it in, but picked up by Johnson. Because center ice here for us to view this is a warming area, and not a big fan of just listening to myself talk with other people in a very quiet spot. So we're out here. Over to the far side corner now. Back behind the net, Johnson's fighting for position with one of the Leafs. Centering pass, floated out to the middle, but broken up by Rodemaker. Sent down into the corner again, back behind the net, back to Johnson. Johnson bangs it up the glass, trying to get it to Haar on the near side. Haar dumps it down. So giving chase, it's going to be nice anyways. There are a lot of girls giving chase. 9:52 left in the first period. 0-0.
They were definitely spending a little bit too much time down in our zone there for.
Yeah, something that we're not used to, at least this tournament. Face-off now is dump rope taken by Fort Francis. Can't keep the zone, though, as they circle around and set something up. Fighting for it around the blue line. Now dumped way down in. Banged off the glass. Now to LeBlanc. LeBlanc tries to get the zone cleared, but 28 keeps it. Puck floating around top of the face-off circle. Shot, tried to make it to Delaney, but broken up by Tome. Now out to center ice again. Sent down back behind the net, giving chase is LeBlanc. LeBlanc put a shoulder on that girl. She almost did like a basketball box-out move. Hogstad's going to pick it up now. Skated up center, bangs it off the boards. A dump and change, it looks like. And an icing. Another famous Canadian, Tupac. Who's Tupac? I don't know if Tupac's Canadian.
Never would have guessed that.
No, because I don't think he is. That was the bit a couple years ago. Everybody was Canadian. On the face-off now is Oim. Tome out there with LeBeast on the defensive pair. Horton and Rodemaker, offensive set. Puck loose down in the corner now. LeBlanc fighting for it with number 11. LeBlanc got taken down. Tome takes the girl down in front of the net. Here comes Oim on a rush. Oim skating off far side, has Rodemaker on her left-hand side, passes through the stick of Rodemaker, now to the near side corner. And the coach is yelling to number 11, you got room, and she's the goal scorer, but it's a 2-on-1. Back skating is LeBlanc and Tome, pushed off to the far side by one of the two defensive pairs. Up at the blue line corner, shot deflected and taken away by Rodemaker. Rodemaker skating up far side boards, has Oim on her in her middle, passes it, enters the zone, and bulldozes a girl right to the ice. Far side boards now. Fort Francis is going to take it, send it across, tries to get to 21 on a little bit of a rush, but behind her. So Blades of Glory Johnson's going to take it, circle the wagon. Slingshot engaged, skates around one girl. Going to enter the zone now, stops, reverses pass, gets a poke checked away at the top of the face-off circle. Back behind the net now, Johnson still going to give chase. Pushes the girl up against the boards, but they were able to get the puck out to neutral, where Dump Rope picks it up. Dump Rope trying to advance the puck back into the zone, and does. Skates around one girl. Sends it over a pass to Ellie Hogstead. Couldn't quite handle it. Here comes Haar. Haar backhand shot, missed wide right. Dump Rope now getting pushed up into the boards. Haar fighting for it over there now too, but now it's a 1-on-2. Back skating is Turl. Turl does a nice poke check off to the far side boards as she's fighting for position now. Sticks in the air.
Little hand shoving over there.
I was going to say, getting a little chippy here bright and early. Down in the near side corner now. Turl takes control of the puck, skates it behind the net, pushes it up towards Hogstead. Hogstead tries to pass it back up to Turl, just out of reach, so banged off the boards. Picked up nicely by Hogstead. Hogstead's going to have a rush. He's skating right side, tries to get over the shot, save goalie. Tries to get over to the left side, now fighting for position down in the corner. And now Fort Francis has the puck, but poke checked away nicely by Tome, who we didn't have our zone completely cleared, but nice job of stopping the puck advancement there by Tome.
We're starting to see a little bit more action down on our end of the ice here.
Yeah, so let's keep it that way. 0-0 so far, 6:51 left in the first. Not a whole lot of whistles so far this game. It's going pretty quick. That was a shot on net from the point, so that ties up the shooting. It seems like it's a lot more than just 2-2, but I suppose it's just a lot of time spent on the other end. Seems a little more precarious than it usually has this tournament. It's now sent up to the blue line where LeBlanc has it. Sends one down. Shot. Rodemaker out front with hit the ringsy iron. That looked like it was in from here from a one-timer. So it's a game of inches, they say. Another inch to the left or right, it would have been in. Tome has it now, looking for something to do. Passes it center to Oim. Oim tries to tip pass, shot. Wide left. Westfall fighting for it now down in the corner. And up to the far side. Fort Francis has it. Banged up the glass now to Oim. Oim takes control. It tries a centering pass off the skate of Rodemaker. McKenna puts a shot on net, covered up easily by the goalie. But
started to get some good passes in there, get some good scoring attempts, but can't quite get it past the iron there.
That was a close one. So a real live hockey game we got going here, ladies and gentlemen. All 23 of you on this early Sunday morning. I saw that Linda LeBlanc had yesterday on Facebook. That would have been my wife's broadcast. But on the fireplace rolling in the nice warm house with early morning hockey. Sounds peaceful. Ooh, dump rope gets tripped up, sent across ice over to Hogstead. Hogstead puts a couple moves on one girl, tries a centering pass, covered up by the goalie as Har was fighting for position out in front of the net. 5:40 left in the first period. Still 0-0. Offensive zone face-off here. Dump rope on the dot. Har and Hogstead out there on offense. Offices of Johnson and Turl. Defense fighting for it in the face-off circle. Taken nicely by Har. Puts a shot on net. Pushed back behind the net where Hogstead's going to have it. Back over in the far side corner now. Fort Francis has tried to get it out of there. But now they do. There's one girl on a rush, back skating are Johnson and Turl. Oh, puck loose, shot saved Delaney. That one scared me.
Dangerous number 11.
Yeah, she put a couple moves on. Laney was in the right position, had her pad out. Now number 11, again, skating with it up to the far side, or the near side. She's a lefty now on the right side. Centering pass poked out of there nicely by Delaney and Johnson. Puck in the back of the cage now. Puck loose out front. Fighting for it. Another shot, missed wide right. Down in the corner, back behind the net now is their number 11. Eilert, she stands a foot taller than Johnson. Dump rope got tripped. Yeah, now we got a penalty. First penalty of the game coming here with 4:45 left in the first period. Brainerd will go on a power play now.
Yeah, we look like we size up pretty good to this team, except for the one or two that look a good foot taller.
Yeah, yeah. That number 11, she's big. She's a tall girl. I think, like I said, she's maybe a little taller than Aaliyah, but otherwise it looks like they size up pretty good. So offensive zone face-off coming here. Should get a minute 30 up on that scoreboard for the penalty.
Oh, it's 2 minutes out there.
Or 2 minutes, I should say, yes. I knew that. That's why you're here, Chad.
Yeah.
Horton has it now at the face-off circle. Put a shot, missed wide left. Up to the far side. Blue line kept in now by Tome. Tome looking for someone to pass to. Rodemaker back skating. Bangs it off the boards. Trying to get it to Rodemaker. Didn't quite get it to her. Tome. Well, announcing the penalty. Tome has it. Sends it cross ice. Tries to get it to Oyem, but through the stick of Oyem. So no ice. Back behind the net now. 1:30 left in the penalty for Brainerd Little Falls. Back skating now is LeBlanc. LeBlanc kind of lost control of it. Stops, reverses pass, skates it up. Tries to get it up to Oyem. Off of the Oyem skates. Back skating is Fort Francis. Dumps it up to one of her girls at the blue line. Fighting for it is Horton on the boards. Horton gets it poke checked away at the blue line. Fort Francis takes control of it. Back skating is LeBlanc. Shot pushed off by Delaney over the top of the net. Now over to the far side corner. Fighting for it is Tome. Tome bangs it off the glass, but right to Fort Francis. Tome has it now. Tries to get the zone cleared. Hits it off the chest to number 28 and right back to Tome. Rodemaker gets it into neutral, but can be picked up right away by Fort Francis. The Leafs tip pass, but picked up by Tome. Tome puts one on net. Shot saved by the goalie. And now back into neutral, and it's offsides. So only 35 seconds left in the power play. See if we can, we got 35 seconds to put one back to the net here. Kaisun says you're right, those sweaters are aggressively Canadian. Violently Canadian, I believe was Nick Harrigus' term. Hogstead giving chase over on the far side. Sent down now where it's picked up by Johnson. Johnson tries to send it cross ice off the shin guard of a Leaf. And now Dump Rope has it. Dump Rope skating center now. Has three girls to beat as it was a 1-on-3. Poke checked away. Down in the corner is Hogstead and Dump Rope. Dump Rope has it, looking for Hogstead, possibly. She keeps it, tries to send it to Hogstead. Taken away now by, was that McKenna? Sent it up to the blue line. Turl fanned on it. Now she's got to get on her horse to try to get up. It's a 1-on-none, but there's Isla Johnson putting the pressure on number 11. Shot, top corner, goal. So that's the girl we got to look out for. And she had Johnson right on her shoulder the whole time and just still beast moded her and put one in to open up the scoring here with 2:36 left in the first period. Was that shorthanded or did they just get
No,
they just went full strength?
Yeah, they just had the girl coming out of the box there to help her out, but didn't need it down there.
No.
Unfortunately.
So got to put a body on number 11. So 0-1 favor of the Canucks. Face-off won by the Canucks. Now over to Oim. Oim's got a little bit of a rush here. Fires in a shot over the top of the net. Now near side corner. That's Har fighting for it down in the corner by herself. Oim has it now. Now back up to LeBeast. Oh, here comes 11 again on a rush. He's got a little bit of space. Out. Put a move past her shot. Same corner. Exact same shot. Same shot, same corner. Glove side high. Same rush. 1-on-none as we were trying to catch up to her. So things escalating quickly here now.
We got to try to slow it down a little bit, get some momentum back in our favor.
Yep. 0-2. Let's not hang our shoulders, ladies. Keep skating. In the words of Ben Nelson, a lot of game left. Face-off won by Fort Francis. Over to the far side. Tome has it, tries to send it up to Har. Har puts a couple moves on. Goes over to the near side. Gets taken away at the top of the face-off circle. Kept in now by LeBeast. Rodemaker picks it up at the blue line. A lot of defensive pressure on her. Now number 11 has it and flings it down back behind the net. LeBlanc is going to take it now, skate it around towards the near side. Tries to pass it up through the stick of McKenna to one of the Canucks. Now over to the near side. Dump rope off the bench now. Picks it up. Dump rope's like, okay, number 11's doing it. Let me see if I can. Skating it in, but it's a 1-on-4, or 1-on-3, I should say. She's pushed up into the corner. Back behind the net now. Now Hogstead has it. She circles around. Tries a backhand pass to Dump rope. Dump rope puts in a shot. Kick save. Puck loose on the near side. Back behind the net now. All the way over to the far side. Sent up. They got a girl sprung there, but back skating is Turl. Shot on net. Kind of helped in there by... What did he... Oh, I thought he was staying a penalty, but I think it's just because Delaney froze it.
Yeah, that number 34 is their other dangerous one, it looks like. So.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Is she on the dot right now, it looks like? But we have two girls also. Ellie and Aaliyah are in top 7. Leah's number 2 and Ellie's number 7 and out of 422 girls. So we got our own dynamic duo. Actually, we have 5 girls in the top 31 or something. So
yeah, no, we're doing pretty good here, and I think those two are the only ones that stood out on this team a little bit. But
and you can see so far as number 11 has both goals, both breakaway goals. 35 seconds left in the first period. Over to the far side, shot knocked out of the air by Delaney. Back behind the net now. Girl came flying in there, sent it out to center, but Johnson there. Johnson bangs it off the boards to get the zone cleared, trying to get to Hogstead. Hogstead on her own now. She's got one girl to beat. She takes it down into the corner. That's 1-on-5. She's just swallowed up by red jerseys. And it gets through the sticks of all of our girls, and it's no ice, so they're going to have to get after it, and that is Turl. Turl down there. Skating around the back behind the net. Oim has it, but can't quite keep control of it. And that's the end of the first period. So, something these girls aren't really familiar with, trailing going into the second period, or trailing at all. Only been a couple of times this year where they've actually trailed. So,
yeah, we're getting some good scoring chances. Just can't get it past her. But we got to keep the puck off of number 11.
Yep. Brittany says, I told Lainey to watch out for number 11, which she's got both goals. And, yeah, we got to, I suppose as a goalie, you kind of got to watch out for who's ever got the puck. But But I'd say that's the thing where you, I guess, try to body her up a little bit, but they did. They were, like I said, that first goal, Isla was like hanging on her shoulder, and she still just muscled through it and top shelf. So Delaney needs to be watching for that glove side high, apparently, because she's got that spot picked out, and she's a lefty. So what I have after the first period is 6 shots for them, 7 for us. Seems like there's way more shots than that, but I suppose they've all just been quality shots, seem like scoring opportunities. So period 2 coming up here.
Got a little pep talk going on her bench and try to get them riled up a bit.
Yep. This might be, I guess I don't know how Cannon Falls is, but Alexandria has the other number 1 seed, and this might be very similar to like the Grand Forks tournament where it might be the 2 championship teams in the semifinal, just because that's the way the pool's played out. But maybe Cannon Falls is just as good too, I guess, unless they had an easy pool. Because if Alec is the number 1 seed, we've taken care of them pretty easily multiple times this year. So
yeah, no, I think in the tournament here we're 1 and 2 in the tournament for seeding wise and stuff. But
are we? Yeah, that's just the way the pool's played out then. So face-off was taken by Brainerd, sent down into the near side corner. Rodemaker fighting for it down there. Back behind the net now. Sent over to far side. William tried to fly in there, but here comes number 11. She's on a rush. We got 3-on-1 now, though. Puts in a shot, saved Delaney, pushed over to the far side. Now her 11 follows a rebound, just like in basketball. Back behind the net now is number 11, looking for somewhere to go with it. Sends it back to number 77 behind the net. Centering pass, shot. Did that ring the iron? Might have been pushed off by Delaney a little bit. Shot over the top of the net now. And that was at number 11 again. Now she's got it back behind the net. Back out to the top of the face-off circle. Back down to 11 behind the net. Flying in there is Turl, putting a body on her with Oim. Number 11 has it again, back behind the net. Centering pass, fanned on by 21. Rodemaker tries to push it up to Horton, but taken away by Fort Francis. Horton gets the zone cleared. Sent back down in the zone where Ninja Turl is going to take it back behind the net. 55 flying in there to meet her, though. Sends it up the near side boards. Puck loose in the face-off circle. Centering pass, 34. She's dangerous. Shot save. Puck loose. Way out front. Rebound. Another pushed off by our defense. Back over to the far side. Centering pass. Pushed off by our Oim. Now up to Johnson. Back behind the net now. Johnson trying to fight for control over it. Johnson stops. Reverses paths. Skates up far side. Bangs up the boards. Trying to get it to Horton. Taken away by the Canucks. Zone cleared, though, but so that'll be an offsides. 13-15 left in the second period. Few shots there. Try to get the zone cleared. They're going to send out LeBlanc and Oim on defense. Dump rope Westfall and Hogstead. Again, spending a lot of time on our defensive side there. Face-off taken by. That's another offsides right away.
Yeah, it looks like this red team is seeing a little red right now. They're going full tilt.
Yeah, they are. And they're being patient with it, too. Yeah. As it, number 11 just sat behind the net waiting to try to get outlet passes to somebody out front. And try to put a body on her. Fanned on at the blue line. Another shot sent down wide left. Back behind the net now is LeBeast. LeBeast skating with it near side now. Sends it up the near side boards. Can't get the zone cleared. Shot deflected off the shin guard of Tome. Up to Westfall. Now to dump rope. Dump rope on a little bit of a rush. Has Hogstead on her right-hand side. Has one girl right on her back as she's trying to advance the puck. They are definitely swarming like bees to the person with the puck. No free breakaways so far for anybody on our team. Skating off to the far side now. LeBlanc pushes her off into the boards, getting her up to Westfall. Westfall gets the zone cleared, but number 3 is going to be there first. She'll stop or keep it and skate around the backside of the net, I'm guessing, to set something up. But Westfall down there to try to stop the advancement, and she dumps it down to LeBlanc. LeBlanc sends it cross ice, tries to get it to Horton through the stick of Horton. 28's going to take it back behind the net, but our 28, Allie, was there, but she sends it up, gets the zone cleared. Picked up by Isla. Isla kind of fanned on it. Now number 11 all by herself, firing a shot wide right. Now over to Johnson. Johnson up to Horton. Now to Oim. Horton hit the ice. Number 11 back behind the net with it again now. Johnson trying to put a body on her. Tic-tac-toe passing now, just trying to double team her and going back and forth. I don't know hockey logic, but I would have just kept one person on one, but then I suppose number 11's a solid hockey player. 10 with it back behind the net now. Just out of reach of Rodemaker, so 34, their other dangerous player, passes it up out of reach of 21. Turl going to be on it first. Turl flings it up towards the near side. Rodemaker fighting for the puck right underneath of us now. Sends it off the boards, and she gives chase. Zone cleared. Oim there just dumps it down in the zone to kill the play. 11:06 left in the second. 0-2 in the favor of Fort Francis. Shots on goal so far I have is 9-7 in the favor of, also in the favor of Fort Francis. So I should say 7-9. Face-off taken by Fort Francis. Tolm at the blue line tries to fling it out. Broken up by the Canucks. Sent down into the zone now. LeBlanc has it. Backhand passes it over to McKenna. Sent off the boards now to Tolm, or to LeBlanc. Gets the zone cleared. And sent back down into the Brainerd zone. Tolm's going to give chase. She'll be the first one there, but has a red jersey right on her tail. Sent over to the far side now. Tolm's going to take control of it. Tries to fling it up the dump rope. Taken by 34, but dump rope stops and gets it. Now sent up to Hogstead. Hogstead on a little bit of a rush, carving her way through traffic. Loads up, fires in a shot, save, pad save, goalie. Puck out front, shot, goal! McKenna Westfall.
Good pressure on that one, and snuck one on the top corner.
Nice job by McKenna. Who fed that?
Ellie, I believe.
Ellie Hogstead. So nice job, ladies, to get back on the board. This game is not over. 1-2 now. 10:20 left in the second period. Off the stick of McKenna Westfall, and a nice dish from Ellie Hogstead.
Yeah, looks like Ellie chased her own rebound there and passed it up front for McKenna.
Very nice, ladies. Face-off taken now by Oim. So see, it is possible to score on this goalie. Puck loose out front. Goalie tried to cover it up, but I think they thought that maybe, what's happening? Net's off the moorings. So they'll readjust that. You were right again, Chad. Assisted by Ellie Hogstead. Yeah. This is why I have you here. Extra
I'm
set
not
eyes.
right in much in life, but apparently
Yes.
this I'm pretty good guessing at.
I'm never great with the who got the assist, unless it's a very obvious one-timer. Like that one probably should have been, but face-off now. Fighting for control of it in the face-off circle, but Brainerd ended up coming out with it. Johnson loads up a blue line shot, wide left. Maybe possibly looking for one of those Plinko deflection shots. Now to Turl up at the blue line. Shoots another one down, wide left. Rodemaker giving chase down in the near side corner. And pass nice. So Williams comes flying over there, puts a shoulder into a girl and rips the puck away. Sent off the near side boards now. Back skating is Johnson. Right underneath of us now. Back over behind the net. Johnson got tripped up. So number 4 comes out of it. Wraparound shot. Puck loose out front. 11 backhand shot. Another one out front. Shot save. Pushed off by Delaney. Now over to Haar on the far side. Kept in the zone now by Fort Francis. Now intercepted by Haar. Haar trying to get the zone cleared. Couldn't quite fight for it or get it out of there. I said number 11 on the rush. Shot saved Delaney. Rebound attempt. Shot saved Delaney. Puck loose apparently. And there they whistle it dead. Has number 11, the dangerous number 11 right out front, rifling rebound shots.
Yeah, it looks like Delaney's taking away that glove side shoulder, so
yeah,
she's learning from the last couple shots there from her.
I sure hope so. Off our defense's own face-off coming, dump rope on the face-off, won by the Canucks, sent down towards Delaney, but taken away by Tome. Tome skating with it up near side, passes out front to Hogstead. Hogstead on a little bit of rush, carves through one girl, carves in the shot. Goal!
Oh, we are now tied up.
Nice moves, Ellie Hogstead.
Yeah, I think Ellie's taking this game a little personal now. She's coming on strong.
She, like I said, she was, said before, how they just skate around girls like she was skating cones, carved around a couple of girls, and did the same thing that number 11 did to Delaney. Found the glove side corner and buried it home. So 2-2. 8:58 left in the second period. And we're all knotted up. Back to zeros, as me and Nick Harrigus used to say. We're at 0.
Yeah, fresh game ongoing. About halfway through the game right now and tied it up.
I didn't hear what they said for, I don't know. Sorry, we can look on the score sheets now. It'll tell us assists and stuff. Fighting for it over at the red line now. Coming off is number 11, the ever so dangerous number 11, skating around Tome. Tries to put in a shot. Save. Delaney's trying to get it out of the zone, but fanned on. A high collision there. To our dump rope, or that was Hogstead that sent it back, and it's going to be an icing. So
that looks like goal assisted by Bailey.
Bailey Tome with the assist. Very nice.
She's having herself a good little tournament here, getting quite a few assists going on.
Yeah, I think she was in the top. I think she was the 31 out of the 422 girls, so just put another one in the column for her. Sent down now, broken up as Johnson was in position over that number 11 who's parked out in front. Fighting for it below us is Rodemaker and Oyem. It's like a deer stand point of view here. Number 11 tried to get after it. Johnson takes control of it, flings it over to the far side. 26 can be out there first, though. Is fanned on it. Taken now by the Turl. Horton's got a stick on it up against the boards. William takes it now. Has Rodemaker out front, but back behind her. But she kicks it with her skate to try to get control of it. And
just doesn't look like anybody can control the puck right now. It's a little sticky.
I'd say it's kind of flying around. But speaking of that, there's number 11. Loads up, fires in a shot. Saved by Delaney.
A solid shot in the middle of some definite traffic there. Delaney had a good line of sight on it.
Yeah, she's got a rifle on her, that's for sure. So she's dangerous from a distance, too, the way it looks. Like you said, fighting it or shooting it through traffic even, so their other good girl, 34, was on the dot. Centering pass broken up by Ellie Hogstead. McKenna fanned on it, gets it to dump rope, though. Dump rope skating up far side. Gets it poke checked away as she's skating up, but keeps control of it, or keeps with it, I should say. Back behind the net goes dump rope. Dump rope skating, stops, sends it back behind the net to Ellie. Hogstead back to dump rope. Dump rope trying to fire in a shot, but couldn't quite get enough as a defender got there right now. Tome out front, passes it back to Hogstead. Nice passing by the lady. Centering pass, trying to get it to McKenna, but through the stick of McKenna, had a defender on her. And Delaney tips it up to let LeBlanc skate back behind the net. LeBlanc has it now, bangs it off the glass, gets the zone cleared. Now on up at the red line, the Beast has it now, skating up far side. Got to get the zone cleared, and we did. But right to the Canucks. Fighting for control of it at the blue line. 55 has it now, but dump rope closing in to put a shoulder on her. Dump rope has it now, passes back to Tome. Tome looking for someone to pass to. It tries a pool ball shot off ricocheted off, trying to put one on, but nonetheless, it's an icing. 6:26 left in the second, 2-2. Defense's own face-off coming here right underneath of us.
Yeah, they must have had some smelling salts in the on the bench there during the first intermission there. We're putting on a fight now.
Yeah, we are. Keep it up, ladies. Championships Winter Solstice Sunday. Face-off taken by Brainerd. Rodemaker trying to get after it. Pushed off now by Delaney. Now over to the near side. Back over to the far side goes Johnson. Johnson bangs it off the boards to Har. Har backhand passes, trying to get the zone cleared, but right to number 3, who sends one down towards Delaney. Missed wide left. Near side now. All the way down. Rolling on end the puck is, but 3's going to stop. Reverse pass, flings it up to number 11, who bats it out of the air and takes control of it. Back skating is Har. Oyem flying in there to try to get a body on her, and does, to make her send it over to the back behind the net. Fanned on by one of the Fort Francis girls. Johnson has it, tries to get the zone cleared, fighting for it up in the blue line corner, can't get it out of there. Ninja Turtle sends it over to Rodemaker. Rodemaker has it, clears the zone, picked off by one of the Leafs. Now back to Turl. Now back behind the net. Now down in the corner. Rodemaker down there with Oyem and Turl and 2 red jerseys. The violently Canadian jerseys. Puck sneaks out of there. Oim takes control of it, sends it cross ice to Har. Har on a little bit of a rush, but gets immediately swallowed up by 3 red jerseys. Tough defense this Canadian team's playing right now in this border battle.
Yeah, definitely the best defense we've faced in the tournament so far.
Well, for sure. And their offense ain't too shabby either, as they're down in our defensive zone quite a bit. Fighting for it around the blue line now. Out of reach of one of the Canucks. Kaisun says Canuck might be offensive to these Canadians. Shot. Ooh, tipped off by Sturl.
Stirring it up a little bit over there.
Back over to the near side now is Johnson. 4:23 left in the second period, 2-2. Brainerd trailed by 2 at one point and answered quickly by McKenna and by Ellie Hogstad. Here comes Dump Rope looking to add to that point total that she's number 2 in the tournament right now. Gets pushed up, but she's by herself as we were in a line change now. Tome back skating. Number 11, she's dangerous. Skated around Tome. Back skating is blocked. Shot. Top corner goal. Same spot. Delaney. She's got that corner picked out. So, back to 3-2, or 2-3 in favor of Fort Francis. Glove side high, all 3 by the exact same girl. Does anybody else score on that team? I guess they don't need to with her in there. Lisa Anderson said sounding sexy, Adam and Chad. But then he had to rewrite it and put from Lee. I guess I'll take it from Lee too, but that would have been more, what do you call it? Flattered if it would have been Lisa saying that, I guess.
Yeah, we know how Lee feels about us. So.
Yeah, we already know. Kyson says the Canadians would prefer to be called poutine Americans. I don't even know what that means. I feel like that probably sounds more offensive than Canuck. So down
she's
the
referring
corner.
to the tater tot and gravy mix.
That's all I know is that's a food. I don't get the poutine American part, but pass cross ice now. LeBlanc is going to be the first one there. And an icing. 3:09 left in the second period. 2-3 in the favor of the Canadians. Offensive zone faceoff coming here with Dump Rope on the dot. Westfall and Hogstad out there. Turl and Johnson as our defensive pair.
Let's see if we can equalize it here in 3:09 left in the second period.
That'd be nice. Get her back to 0-0. Face-off won by Dump Rope down to Johnson. Johnson trying to send it through traffic. Taken now by the Leafs. Send it cross ice to number 77, who's skating up far side. Centering pass. Nobody home. Now down into the near side. Hogstad has it now. Fighting for the puck with 2 red jerseys. Johnson now fighting for the control on the top of the face-off circle. Taken now by Dump Rope. Dump Rope skating off near side. Skates center. Puts a move on a girl. Gets kind of hooked. Another fires in a shot. Kicked off by the goalie. It might have been a little wide right, but put one on net. Turl has it now. Sends it down into the corner. Back behind the net. Nobody there besides a red jersey. Hogstad going to fly up there. Johnson back skating now as they tip pass it now, but taken by Turl. Dump Rope up in the blue line corner. Sent back to Johnson. Johnson sends it, bangs it off the boards. Taken now. Oh, it was going to be in stride, but couldn't quite handle the puck. Westfall picks off that cross ice pass, but couldn't quite control it. Now number 11, here she comes again. Puts on a shot, missed wide left. 26 has it, another shot across the face of Delaney. Now over to the far side, another one put on. 11 out in front, backhanded shot, saved Delaney. Now out front, 11 has it again, another shot, another save Delaney. Back behind the net again. And Scarlett has it, puck hits the side of the net. Rodemaker's going to try to get the zone cleared, and does. Number 6 is going to take control of it. Up at neutral now. Number 11 skating in with it. Loads up, fires in a rocket, deflected by Johnson, so up over the top of the net. Rodemaker fighting for it, control of it at the blue line. I don't even know where there it is. Sent down now to Johnson. Johnson stops it versus pass. Number 11 takes it away. She comes and steals girls' lunches. So much bigger. Give me that thing. You're not going to eat your pudding? Not anymore, you're not. It's mine now. Johnson bangs it off the boards, trying to get it to herself, and gets in a foot race, gets tripped up, but hands stay in the pockets of the referees. 57 seconds left in the second period. Back around to the far side. LeBlanc's going to skate up, try to get to it first. Does get control of it, skating it in now, and then gets tripped. So we got a penalty coming. So 45 seconds left in the second period. We're going to be on a power play.
Yeah, good hustle by Ashley to draw the penalty.
We are in an upside-down paradox here where Ashley LeBlanc drew a penalty instead of created one. Good job, Ashley. Too bad it wasn't number 11 going in the box. Get her off the ice. Instead, it's 77. Kaisan says that girl's spending so much time in that top corner she might need to start paying rent. Yep, she is. Delaney could maybe just keep her glove just set up there.
Just hanging off the top corner.
Yeah, just arm up on the bar and glove hanging off that corner. Tome has it, tries to fire in a shot, snuck through traffic, made it to the net, but couldn't find the goal. He was in the right position. Now Tome has it again, passes it to Dump Rope. Dump Rope trying to get control of it. 34 putting a shoulder on her, though. Can't quite get all of it. Dump Rope sends it over now to Hogstead. Hogstead cross-ice pass intercepted by their 34. 34 skating down, skated on one of our girls, skating off the near side. LeBlanc does a good job on defense by making her forcing a shot. For 14 seconds left in the first period. Picked off by number 94. She's skating in, firing a shot in the face, LeBlanc has it now. Fighting for it down in the corner. 5 seconds left. Taken off the boards now by Dump Rope, but that'll be the end of the second period. So, Fort Francis piled on the shots in that period. They had 14 in that period. That's more than Delaney's faced in.
I think that ties the whole tournament.
Pretty much. Well, I think it was 14 last game.
Yeah.
But otherwise, yeah, it was like 11 shots leading up to the last game. So right now, Brainerd Little Falls, I'll switch it to third period. Trails 3-2 heading into the third period, but coming back out for a minute 15 on the penalty. So they'll have a power play after we skate back out. See, Fort Francis 6 in the first, 14. So they got 20 shots total, and we have 11. 7, yeah. 7, and we only had 4 shots that period, but 2 of those 4 were goals, so.
Yeah, we'll have to take that.
We will definitely take it. Definitely.
All right, looks like they're going to resurface the ice here for a little while.
Get some fresh ice out there.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good border battle so far.
No, definitely, on this winter solstice. Kaisan says this camera view is kind of nice to see. A different angle of the ice gives good film study angles for the ladies. Tell Chad, sup boo, miss your snuggles. And he also says Chad's a really good co-host with co-host duties. Doesn't have to say much, but provides a lot of good stuff. I agree. Good job, Chad.
Just provides that little edge, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Somebody to talk to instead of just, like I say, talking to myself all the time.
I'm like a real voice in your head now.
Yeah, exactly. And you answer back, which is a good thing, maybe.
For some reason.
Yeah. But like I was touching on a few times in this game so far, the goal leaders, or points leaders, I believe, is that number 5 for Grand Rapids. And she's leading it. Or Grand Forks, sorry. She leads probably in penalties as well, but then Dump Rope is in second. This is out of 422 girls, people, so there's just a lot of ladies here. And number 7 is Ellie Hogstead. Let's see here. Leah Haar at the 25th spot. Ashley LeBlanc at the 27th. And the B word, Bailey Tome at 31. So like I say, we have 5 girls in the top 31 out of 422 girls. So Delaney was the number 2 goalie coming into this game out of 44 or something. The Eastman goalie was number 1. They must have had more shots since up until now had a shutout, but now she's allowed 3 goals out of 20 shots.
Well, I think this Fort Francis goalie's let in 3 goals in the whole tournament as well. So
sure.
Good goalie battle going on.
Yeah. Kai-san says the Canadian team doesn't go to the locker room, and I guess I didn't notice that. See, that's why he's at home doing all the technical and studying things from afar. And apparently they don't go to the locker room. Maybe they don't have one or they don't want to. I don't know.
Yeah.
So hopefully the ladies come back out with, they're only down one, but they're skating hard. Shoulders aren't hung yet to where they're feeling defeated. So, how'd you sleep last night, Chad?
I don't remember last night, so I must have slept pretty good.
You must have then.
It was just me and Leisha in the room there, and a few little arguments here and there to keep it interesting. But other than that,
yeah, you got to do that. I was told that I was going to get pillows thrown at me if I was snoring, but I didn't get any pillows thrown at me, so I must have not snored. But somebody's dad must have been snoring, as there was a girl sleeping in the lobby this morning at 6 a.m. on the couch, covered up with a blanket. So apparently she couldn't take it. Looked like probably a hockey player type age girl. And Dad must have been snoring too much, so she went and laid on the lobby couch.
You got to get sleep where you can.
That's true, I guess. But this is a busy town, though. I was saying pregame, driving around last night, we went do some shopping at the mall, went to Shields. Both places were packed. But I suppose it's Christmas season as well. But
everybody's getting their last-minute gifts in before they.
Yep. And then just even driving, my gosh, to get the 3 or 4 blocks is takes 10 minutes. They got a walking track around this rink, so the hockey mom's getting their laps, and I see Jill Dumprope making the laps already this morning, earlier, and she is again now. It is kind of nice. You can actually walk around the whole thing like that, but I suppose you kind of can in our Crowing Recycling rink too. It's just, you have to sidestep and go sideways if you pass somebody in Crowing Recycling rink.
Yeah, no, this one's got 4 or 5 running lanes around it. Looks like the inside lane is about 9 laps is a mile.
Is that what it said?
Yep, 9 laps is a mile for the inside, and 8 laps for the outside ring. So.
Oh, that tells me it's right around 1/8 of a mile. My Montevideo math. Kai-san says he's like the retired NFL ref who chimes in once in a while on the broadcast. Oh, you're like the Mike Pereira?
Yeah, the one that calls, that should have been a penalty.
Yeah. Wonder how, I think Claire's playing now. Wonder how that game's going. The 8U playing in Brainerd at the Jamboree. Like I say, get so used to this that you go back to watching 8U, and it's a lot slower than I remember it when Delaney was at 8U age. But like I've said before, I didn't play hockey. I didn't grow up with it, so I pretty much have progressed with Delaney as far as watching it. So I remember not being that slow at watching, because that's all I knew was the 8U level. And now you get used to this and you go back to 8U, and it's just a little slow.
Yeah, there's a little bit more going on with these 15U girls.
Yes. Yep. Claire even asked, "Are you going to broadcast my games?" No, not yet.
Yeah, this Fort Francis team doesn't seem to want to go in the warmth at all. They're
Canucks.
Yeah, looking from the map, though, there is a spot in Minnesota that is further north than where they are.
Ah, yes, the angle.
Yep, Fort Francis is actually the twin sister city of the International Falls.
The only way you know the difference is the U.S.-Canadian border. I suppose you got to cross the river, too. So yeah, like you said earlier, it's just like the cities of the north.
Yeah. But TripAdvisor did say that they have a mermaid there, apparently. But it looks like it's frozen to a rock in the middle of the lake.
Huh.
So,
I'll be darned.
Fun fact for them. I don't know why they decided to freeze a mermaid to a rock in Canada, but
that's just what they do in Canada. Lake of the Woods. I suppose they don't see many people up there, so they try to get as many as they can, even if it is a mermaid frozen to a rock. I've been through Fort Francis a couple of times, but it's years ago, and that's all it was just driving through it.
Yeah, the population is only just over, 7,500, so.
Oh, so it's a decent-sized town.
Yeah.
They're good at hockey, too, apparently. I wonder if they have an A team or if they're kind of like us, where they probably don't have a whole lot of B teams or A teams around, and they just went on the B side. Kind of like we did. Otherwise, we'd be in the cities every weekend just playing A teams since we didn't have a lot of surrounding A teams. But watching that Alexandria A team yesterday, though, they're pretty good. So but they got enough girls for an A and a B as well. So,
yeah. Well, that team, if I remember them right, they pass like they're WNHL players.
Oh yeah, they do.
It's crazy.
Well, like Amber Alert Eric said yesterday, that a lot of those girls, if they probably could be on varsity. It's just they have so many girls that are already, good, that in maybe any other smaller school or whatever, they'd be varsity players at the 15U level. So
they just don't have room for them.
Right. Something about Alex and hockey, I guess. So they've always had a good girls program. Is their boys program good too?
I've heard not as good as the girls, but they usually put up a fight pretty well.
Well, I know their football team's always good. So,
Alex is always growing too. So it's that city keeps expanding. And
Kaisan says Detroit Lakes in varsity beat Fort Francis's varsity team this year. So suck it, Canada. My wife said that Claire's team lost miserably. Kaisan says good Alex boys play for the private school. Is that you trying to put that in a Google search, or are you trying to put together a sentence?
That's
the Alex boys, the good Alex boys play for private schools and not play for Alec.
Got it.
So you weren't searching good Alex boys in your Google search, which you still might have been. I don't know. I still get messages that pop up every now and then of Kaisan, because Kaisan's text messages pop across the top because he's still hooked up to this thing. So I haven't seen any pictures yet.
Well, now we will.
Yes, waiting for that day. He said they have a Christian Academy in Alex.
Yeah.
See, this is where you know way more about area teams than I do.
Yeah, I remember last year we played at the Christian Academy quite a few times. So I think Alex has a pretty good A team for girls in the Christian Academy.
Oh. Yeah, that's the violently Minnesotan hockey rink that Nick Harrigus pointed out. Oh, so some of them went to the locker room and some of them didn't. So what, do they just put like starting lineup in the locker room and the other ones have to sit out on the bench? Or must be a Canadian thing. Here come our ladies.
A couple different lines there. They apparently spent some time in different rooms.
Yeah, weird. Like the NFL, where you just have your own position meetings, essentially.
Yeah, your own private rooms.
Yeah, I guess.
Defense, offense, something like that.
You guys get to stay on the bench for intermission this time. So our ladies getting out there. 15 more minutes of hockey. They're going to start the third period in a power play for a minute 15, but trailing by 1 goal. So it'd be nice to put one in the back of the net now to send the equalizer in and just start fresh.
Well, I think we did win the period. We got 2 goals to 1 that second period, didn't we?
Yep, we sure did. Got outshot tremendously, 14-4 that period, but it's the 2 that went in, and all that really matters, I guess.
Quality that counts.
That's right. Quality, not quantity.
Yeah, I think the only good shot number 11 had up close to the net was the one that went in there.
Yeah. Well, she had a couple on the side that were rebound attempts, too, that really scared me.
Bouncing around in there,
yeah. Oh, Leah Haar taking on. Hopefully she's just adjusting something, but getting her suspenders on.
Putting her
putting the shoulder brace on. Because hopefully she's good, feeling good to go, because she's definitely a great addition to the team when she's out there.
Yeah, definitely could use her sniper mode right now.
Definitely. Kaisan says you have a Chris Hockey voice. You know who Chris Hockey is?
No.
Oh, he's on K-Fan. And I'm not going to read the rest of it because it's inappropriate. All right, let's get this third period started.
I can only imagine.
Oh, yes. Face-off taken by Brainerd. Sent down right away now by Ellie. Pucks.
Oh,
gosh.
Snuck in there off a skate.
That would have been a real greasy one that we could have used. That would have been real. That would have been a nice one to start the period off with a greasy one like that. But do I have the third period going? Yeah, I do. Dump rope's going to be on the face-off. Westfall out there, face-off, won by dump rope, back to Tome, now to Hogstead. Hogstead skating around, puts in a shot over the top of the net. Westfall down on the near side. LeBlanc, defensive spot back at the blue line. 34 now, one of their more dangerous players skating it up, dumps it down into the zone, dump and chase, but LeBlanc's going to be there first, back behind the net now. She's skating it off to the far side corner. Hogstead bodies a girl up against the blue line, but girl 34 takes it off the board, centering pass shot across the face of the lane. Good defensive effort there by LeBlanc to get in her face to prevent an easy one-timer out front. Number 11 back behind the net again.
Yeah, it looks like it's number 94.
94? Oh, yeah, not 34?
34 is the other center ago.
Oh, okay.
She'll be coming on here shortly.
Now coming down the ice is Tome. They're in a line change. What's going on here? Did we think there was a whistle or something? Because we had like a 5-on-2 opportunity. Everybody's just kind of skating around
as soon
there.
As Bailey passed it up, we just turned around and...
That's Tome back behind the net now. McKenna took her spot on defense as Tome swung up to the offensive side. Tome picks it off. Kept in nicely by the red jersey of Fort Francis, Fandon. McKenna now has it, fighting for it up against the boards with 2 red jerseys. Oim flies in there. McKenna trying to get after it, just swinging at ghosts. Swatting flies. Sent down towards Delaney. It's going to be an icing, but it was on net. So now over to the far side. Johnson has it, sends it cross ice off the skates of Rodemaker. Going to be picked up by Fort Francis. Banged off the boards up to Johnson. Now sent down into the zone. And an icing. So defensive zone penalty coming here. 13:08 left in the game. 3-2. Or 2-3, I should say. Brainerd trailing by 1. Oh, that's right. I forgot we had a power play for that minute. That it didn't seem like we even did. So.
Yeah, no, went by too quickly there for sure.
That's why I forgot we had it, because didn't have a whole lot of power play going on, I guess I should say. Number 11 on the faceoff with dump rope. Dump rope wins the faceoff over to Johnson. Johnson with it on the boards. Coming out of the scrum with it is Brainerd and dump rope, but poke checked away at the boards. Sent out now of the zone by Johnson. That's going to make it for icing, so we're just going to do it again. So, same thing. Same personnel. Dump rope's going to be on the dot. Haar and Hogstead out there on offense. And the law offices of Johnson and Turrell on defense. Dump rope on the dot. 12:50 left in the game. Face-off won by dump rope. Dump rope hits it over, then gets it to herself. Passes it up to Hogstead. Hogstead on a little bit of a rush, skating around one girl. She's got one girl to beat. Poke checked away, shot. Poke checked away, save. And one girl's swatting at Haar's legs at the end. So she didn't get a full shot on that as it was poke checked away into the goalie's pads at the last second. But an offensive zone face-off coming nonetheless. Same personnel. Dump rope on the face-off. Face-off won by dump rope. Passes back to Johnson. Johnson passes down in the corner, but nobody down there. All the way down the near side. Haar down in the corner. Pins the girl up against the boards. Sent down towards net. On net. Puck through. Yeah, I was going to say, it was loose there. Dump rope has it now. Stops. Reverses pass. Getting a lot of defensive pressure. Sends a backhanded shot. Hits the pipe. Covered up by the goalie.
Getting some slow chances in there. Not quite getting a good shot off.
Yeah,
but
right.
Slowly trickling through
there. Right.
This is about the time we need to sneak a slow one through.
Right. I never paid attention. They only have one goalie, right?
Yeah.
Face-off now is Oim. Won by Oim back to LeBlanc. LeBlanc trying to pass it up to the near side to Horton. Oim centering pass. Rodemaker tied up out front. Couldn't get a stick on it. Now going the other direction. Back skating is LeBlanc. LeBlanc has her, pushes her off, loses the puck. Now back behind the net, LeBlanc picks it up, sends it out, slap shot fanned on a little bit by number 3, luckily. Now over to the far side, Rodemaker has it, sends it up, fighting for it, gets it down into the zone. No, there it is, there the puck go. LeBlanc has it now, she's going to wait to enter the zone, so no offside, stops reverses pass, gets picked off as she had to wait a little bit too long to get the zone cleared. Some tic-tac-toe passing now up towards Rodemaker. Now sent cross ice. Couldn't be handled by number 55, but LeBlanc has it. She's going to skate it back. LeBlanc lost control of it back behind the net. Tome fighting in there now too. William tries to send it up the boards. Shot across the face of Delaney over to the near side. LeBlanc fighting for it now. Horton up in the corner. Gets the zone cleared. And 6 is going to round the corner, sends it up. Ooh, just about kicked out of there by Rodemaker. Entering the zone now, slap shot, save at number 11. Sniper down there. Now back to the corner, try to launch in another shot.
Ooh.
Dump rope hits that one down. Now she's on a little bit of a rush. Getting pushed up against the far side boards. Loses control of it, sent over to the far side. Claire says, "Hi, Dad, this is Claire. Chill cat." I think it was supposed to be an emoji, but it's just telling me what the emoji is. Well, hello, Claire and Chill cat. Dump rope sends it cross ice over to Johnson. Johnson just dumps it up to get it into the zone. Going to do the dump and chase here. Hogstead hot on this girl's tail. Picked off by Hogstead. Oh, didn't quite get enough of it to get a wraparound attempt there as it was taken away by Fort Francis. Now up to the far side, skating up far side boards, sent all the way down back behind the net. Turtle down in the corner now. Dump rope's going to skate in there. Westfall keeping her spot up at the top of the face-off circle as Turtle skated down into Westfall's spot. Now it's a scrum down there. See, yeah, they just whistle. You don't see that too often, actually. So they're just going to have, a neutral zone face-off? I suppose defensive zone, that wouldn't make much sense. Otherwise, you'd purposely try to tie it up all the time. You'd move it up into the neutral. Yeah, I've probably only seen it a couple of times ever where they whistle it dead just because they're fighting for it up against the boards. But face-off was taken by Dump Rope, but back behind the net now is Fort Francis. Shot, save, puck loose. Yes, thank you for whistling that. Did they whistle it dead?
Dead, yeah.
Thank you.
When everybody stops and stands around.
Yep.
Can't just shoot the puck.
Puck was loose, but they whistled it dead. That's how he's he going to call that. He better not reverse it because, like you said, they blew the whistle, so everybody stopped playing. And they're not. Thank God. I don't think you could do that.
I think he was just saying, my bad for calling it dead early, but.
Yeah, glad they did. As a goalie, Dad, I appreciate that quick whistle. Face-off taken now by Brainerd, trying to advance the puck up. LeBlanc has it over, skating in front of Delaney. Oh, puck loose out front, covered up by Delaney. Delaney just flings it out in anger and looks back at that girl. Referee coming in there to talk to him over something. I don't know if Delaney's getting lippy or what, but. Neighbor Kevin says, do you need passports for the kids? I suppose. Crossing the border?
Yeah, I think you have to have a team. I think they usually have a team passport or something that they.
Oh, so it's a blanket passport essentially?
Yeah, essentially if they're traveling with the team, but I think if they're traveling all separate, they have to each individually have one.
Yeah, that makes sense, I guess. So down in our zone now, 34 launches one down, wide right. LeBlanc's going to pick it up back behind the net, skating it up, passes it to Dump Rope. Dump Rope gets the zone cleared, trying to pass it up to herself. Now back to LeBlanc, who tips it over to Tome. Now back to Dump Rope. Hogstead. Hogstead back passes it to Tome. Tome just dumps it down into the zone. And Claire says we are losing. Tex Green game over. I don't even know what those are. But thanks for the update, Claire. Yes, we are losing 2-3. Now it just looks like your mom is being mean because it's under her name. Back behind the net is Dump Rope. Dump Rope has it. Skating cross center now. Has 11 kind of turned around. Skates over to the far side. Skates back center. Taken away by number 11 now. Number 11 on a little bit of a rush, back skating. Another shot pushed off by Delaney. That would have been wide left. Now back behind the net. Haar has it on the near side boards. Haar skating it up, uncontested so far. Sends it across ice, trying to get it over to Rodemaker, and offsides, apparently.
That was a questionable offsides, but we got to go with it.
Yeah. Kai-sun says ice is waiting outside the rink for this team. You guys go to the championship game by default. True, never thought of that. Face-off taken now by Fort Francis. Down into our zone, giving chase was Oyem. Tic-tac-toe pass up to 11. 11 skating it up far side, poke checked away by Johnson. All the way back down around the backside of the net. Turl trying to get after it down in the corner. Hitting tied up down in the corner again. Oyem and Turl. 7:30 left in the game. Centering pass through the stick of number 11. Off to the blue line corner. Sent down now. Deflection. Luckily ramped up but knocked out of the air by Oyem. Another shot off the shin guard of Oyem, who just sends it all the way down.
Not quite going to get the spin on it, but
no, not on net. So
fresh set of skaters here coming on.
And then a defensive zone face-off coming with 7:21 left. Kevin says, how many U.S. teams are there? How many are there? 16 teams total. I know Eastman's a Canadian team. Obviously, Fort Francis is. I guess I didn't really pay attention to the other ones. Otherwise, there's 16 teams in this tournament. Shot down towards center ice. Broken up. Another rebound attempt coming. Backhand shot missed wide left. His number 55 was parked out front. Sent up, broken up by Hogstead. Hogstead has it, bangs it off the boards, trying to get there herself, but swallowed up by 3 red jerseys. Taken off the boards now by Dump Rope. Dump Rope skating it in and offsides by possible fractions of inches. So off for neutral zone face-off coming here. 7 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, it looks like Fort Francis is the one and only in our B division.
Is it? Oh, I suppose Eastman was the A division, huh?
Yeah.
So I think there's probably, I guess I didn't look on the A side. There's probably 16 teams on the A side as well and 16 on the B. So
yep, 16 on each.
So we're playing the only Canadian team that's on the B side, I guess. Down in the corner now, up to Hogstead. Hogstead just sends it off the glass, off the shoulder of the referee, and it'll be icing. So 20 seconds ticked off the clock there, 6:40 left in the game. Great experience for the kids. Yes, it is. It's a tight game so far here. We've had a few find the back of the net, but it seems like we've been playing on our defensive side quite a bit, but then we have a spark every now and then and put offensive pressure on. So we have 6 minutes and 40 seconds to do that again to at least tie it up. Oyem has it now, tries to bang it off the boards to herself, but taken away by red jerseys. Sent back to neutral. Going the other direction now is Fort Francis. And number 11 has it, fires in a shot. Save Delaney. Center mass save. Another just on-target rocket from the point.
She definitely have a quick shot, too. It's not like she winds up too much there, but
yeah, she's
solid shot.
Definitely a weapon. If you win, do you play again today? Yes, this game is the semifinal, so the winner goes to the championship game at 1:30, and the loser goes to the third place game at 1:15. So we have one more regardless, win or lose here. And like I said, this might be, I don't know what the Cannon Falls team looks like. That's also number 1 seed. But this might be the championship game here. Number 11 just skating around now. She's got some moves, and she's got size to help out too. Back behind the net now, shot off the side of the cage, puck loose on the side of the net. That referee's going to wait and wait this time. He's like, I'm not blowing the whistle too early now. We are in Fargo for the International.
Shields International.
Claire says, I hope we win, but it doesn't matter. The Warriors should just have fun. Go Warriors. Thanks, Claire.
Well said.
Yes. Right? Shot, glove save Delaney. A very quick one off the face-off. So 5:50 left in the game. On the dot is Oyem. Turl and Johnson on defense. Horton and Rodemaker out there, the offensive pair. Oh, Sniper took her down. Oim takes it off the sniper shot. Skates around one girl, coming down now to the near side. Gets poke checked away, sent towards net. Back behind the net now is 94, but Oim stays with it. Horton fighting for it back behind the net. Going the other way now is Fort Francis. Turl intercepts that pass. Dump down into the zone, back behind the net. Turl coming up with it, round in the corner. Line change for Fort Francis. Turl skating around a couple girls, skates around another one, puts it around another girl, has one girl to beat. Oh, gets taken down. She had a couple nice moves. Puck loose out. Rodemaker kind of got tied up there. Dump rope flying in, trying to get a stick on the puck. Now down the deer stand point of view shot. Dump rope.
Oh, gives it to number 11 there.
There goes number 11. Back skating now is LeBlanc. Oh, what happened? I didn't see what happened as the camera went away.
LeBlanc was able to get a stick on it and push it wide, so no shot on goal there.
Good job by LeBlanc to keep number 11 at bay. 4 minutes and 40 seconds left in the game. Down in the corner now is Tome. Tome back passes over to Rodemaker. Rodemaker bangs it off the boards. Number 3 sends it back down to the far side. Number 11 parked out back behind the net like she's been all game. She's going to skate up, stops, reverses paths. Yeah, she's even taller than Dump Rope. You can see that right there. And can't keep the zone is Fort Francis sending across ice now. And then doesn't that
looked like it was off the top
of the glass. Off the top of the glass, but they're letting them play. Not that would have really changed anything anyways, except for a stoppage of play. Puck loose on the top of the face-off circle, broken up now, shot by Tome. Tome sends it off the far side, another slapper shot, puck loose out front. Delaney covers it up. 3:57 left in the game. Brainerd Little Falls trails 1. Your Iron Fire Ironworks, Brainerd Little Falls 15U team. Dump rope's going to be on the face-off. LeBlanc out there with Tome on the defense. And Hogstead. And puck loose out in front of Delaney. Delaney swats it out with her stick. Still loose on the side of the face-off circle. Sent off to the far side now. Back behind the net. Dump rope's going to give chase. Westfall out there rounds out the roster. Now up to Westfall. Puck loose out front. 34 couldn't quite get it. Hogstead keeping her at bay. She got her stick tangled up a little bit. Girl gets flying into Hogstead. Here comes
skates.
Dump Rope, though. Dump Rope skating around one girl, getting tangled up and tripped.
Yeah. I was going to say, got to be interference there.
Yeah. Hopefully that's a penalty shot. Doubt it, but.
No, it doesn't look like they're going to give that one to us, but.
Nice job to draw a penalty by Leah. She was on a little bit of a rush after Ellie got smashed into the boards, but.
It does give us a little hope here at 3:24 left in the period, so hopefully get a couple good shots off and get one past the goalie.
Yep, that would be nice. It's power play hasn't really been existent now in this game. Let's make it happen when it needs to happen here. Down in the corner now, back behind the net. Rodemaker trying to get after the puck, taken now by Fort Francis. Up to the blue line corner, kept in by Johnson. Johnson sends him down towards Rodemaker. Rodemaker kind of has her stick tied up by the defender. Haar sends it back over to the far side corner. Rodemaker getting bodied up there. Oim flying in there. Trying to keep the zone was Johnson, but 11's on a rush. But there was Turtle back there. I didn't see her as she skated back and got after the puck. Sends it up to Haar. Haar trying to get the zone cleared now. 1:23 left in the power play. And that girl, Sniper, took a couple girls down, and dang, offsides. But that was a bang-bang play there, so. Not much you can do about those ones.
Nope. Nope, looks like she got a bad edge there when she took it down, but couldn't quite capitalize on that one.
We still got 1:18 left in the power play. Still got time to capitalize. And we got the line of Dump Rope, Hogstead, Westfall, Tome, and LeBlanc out there. Hogstead passes across ice to Westfall. Westfall fanned on it. There's 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game. 1 minute left in a power play for Brainerd Little Falls. Skating around girls is LeBlanc. LeBlanc going to try a wraparound shot, deflected before it got to the net. Now up to the far side, kept in by Tome. Dump rope peels it off the board. She's going to skate it back behind the net. She's getting a lot of defensive pressure down there by herself. Now Hogstead skates down to help. 45 seconds left in the power play. Puck up against the far side. Hogstead putting a shoulder in a go. Picked off by Dump rope. Couldn't quite handle it. Number 11 has it now at the blue line. Dump rope keeping her at bay, though, as she poke checks out and makes her send it all the way down back behind the net. 30 seconds left in the power play. 1:50 left in the game. I suppose Delaney will be skating out here pretty soon. Now sent down to Westfall. Westfall trying to clear the zone. 10 seconds left in the power play, or 12, I should say. Rodemaker with it around on the red line. Sent down now behind the net. Rodemaker picks up off a fan now to Oim. Oim passes back to Tome. Tome passes cross ice to LeBlanc. LeBlanc takes a couple strides in. She's skating. She's got an open lane. Fires in a shot.
Ooh.
Save pushed off to the far side. Oim has it now. Delaney's still in net.
Oim gets taken out by a sniper there.
Sniper took down Oim. Now going the other direction. 1 minute left in 1 minute 10 left in the game. Fired in a rocket shot from the blue line. Saved Delaney. Now over to the far side. Up to Rodemaker. Fighting for control over at the top of the face-off circle. 26 loads up, fires in a shot. Delaney snagged that one out of the air as it was going over the top of the net. To freeze the puck with 55 seconds. That's where Brittany would count that as a save. Because she's a goalie mom. So I'm going to guess a timeout coming here by Jess.
Yep, timeout.
Probably get something organized here as there is 55 seconds left in the third period. Brainerd trails by 1, and I'm going to guess they're going to, once the zone gets cleared, Delaney's going to follow the puck off the ice, and we're going to get a sixth attacker out there. Claire's just having her own conversation with everybody on the chat here. So, like I said, 55 seconds left. Winner plays at 1:30, I think, right? Is that what it was?
Yeah, I believe third place is 115 and
Yeah.
championship is 130.
I think it's the rinks that you guys played the first couple games on, right?
Yeah, they're going to be side by side.
Sure. So it's at least you got a center ice viewpoint at least instead of off to the side. But like I said, maybe this one isn't all that bad. I noticed watching Brittany's and your broadcast that I actually, once it gets down and it's like staying on one end like this, I actually zoom in like on the net. It actually is a lot easier. And then I just zoom out once the camera starts moving and zoom back in. If you're on a device other than a TV, which I know a lot of grandparents like watching it via TV. So I couldn't watch it via TV the other night because I was cooking supper and Claire was watching the TV, so I had to use my phone. So
yeah, sometimes priorities happen, and
oh yeah,
kids take over.
The ruler of the roost. Claire said they lost 14-0. Bummer. So 55 seconds left in the game. Face off on the defensive end. Dump rope now back to Fort Francis. Sends it all the way around over to the far side. LeBlanc trying to get the zone cleared. Hogstead on a rush. Oim on a rush, but they're going to be there. Fort Francis first. Delaney skating off. We got an empty net now. 3 bangs it up the boards, trying to get to LeBlanc all the way down. It's going to be an icing. So that'll work out nicely as the offense's own face-offs coming here with 36 seconds left. Again, empty net. The sixth attacker. We have, it's going to be Oim, Hogstead, Dump Rope, Tome, Johnson, and LeBlanc. Offense's own face-off coming here. Dump Rope on the dot. Face-off won by Fort Francis. Back to the far side. Now picked off by Hogstead. Hogstead centering pass to Johnson. Tip pass to Oim. Oim backhanded shot save. Puck loose in the blue. Shot. Goal!
26 seconds to go, and we equalize it.
Ellie Hogstead picking it up. The rebound off the shots of Johnson, and I couldn't remember who else, but
I don't know. There's a lot of sticks and a lot of bodies in that net there for us to score. It looked like Ellie must have tipped it.
Ellie got the final shot there.
Here we go. It's a game again.
26 seconds left.
Now that goalie stopped 3 or 4 bounces, and it just stood in the crease there at the end, and Ellie was able to tip it in.
Nice. So the game plan by Coach Jess worked out as they had 55 seconds left in the game, and pulled Delaney out, sent the 6 skater out, and tied it up with 26 seconds left.
You never know how that's going to work out, but it definitely worked in our favor at that point.
Yeah, you see it not work out more often than it works out, so that's fun. It got my heart racing.
Oh, yeah. Looks like
Oim has it. 12 seconds
pressure.
left. McKenna puts one on. Wouldn't that be something just to get a greaser up to the blue line? 3 seconds. That'll be overtime. Here we come.
Wow, it's an exciting game here with finally
it is. 7 shots for them. That we had
true
3.
Championship fashion going on.
That's true. Now we got overtime coming. So period 2, period 3, OT. Suppose I got to change the period on here. So was it a 5-minute overtime? I never saw the rules for this tournament. I know the last one was a 5-minute overtime, and then it went to a shootout.
Yeah, I think this was a 5-minute 5-on-5, if I'm not mistaken. Or was it a 4-on-4?
Kaisan said Alexandria won and is going to the championship. So again, like I stated earlier, I feel like this probably should be the championship game, but that's just the way the pool's played out.
Well, Alexandria is the number 1 seed in the A bracket, so.
Well, I think he's talking B, right?
Let's take a look at the live scoring here.
Maybe he meant the A.
I don't.
Oh no, that's not Kaisan. That was Casey Tome, and yeah, she said yes, the B team. So yeah, again, this is the championship game. That's how it worked out in the last tournament too. So
yeah, just the way the seeding falls or the pools play.
Yep. So the ladies skate back out a 5-minute overtime, and I've yet to witness as a goalie father a shootout. So let's just put one in the back of the net here, so we don't have to put me through that.
Yeah, we don't. Not sure if we want to get in a shootout with number 11, but I think she can only shoot once.
I can say they have 1 girl, we have 5. So 4-on-4 hockey here now too.
Spread the ice out a little bit.
Dump ropes on the face-off. Hogstead out there with Johnson and Turl. Won by Hogstead up in the zone, but kept in the neutral now by Dump Rope. Dump Rope put a couple moves on. She's got a 1-on-3 shot deflected by the defense. Back behind the net now is number 11, skating around near side. Dump Rope bodying her up. She snuck out of the corner, though. She's on a little bit of a rush. Skated around Hogstead, skating up the far side now. Puts on a move. Johnson lost an edge, fired a shot, saved Delaney. Back behind the net now, getting bodied up by Johnson. Is that number Turl? Now back up to the point. 28 fired in a shot across the face of Delaney. Now over to the far side. Fighting in the corner for it is Johnson, who has it. Can skate around the backside of the net. Johnson bangs it off the board, gets the zone cleared. No ice. They're waving it off. So skating down there is Oim trying to pick. Oim ran into number 11. Oim going to get after the puck here now. Fighting for it. 4 minutes left in overtime. Skating near side. Banged off the boards. 26. Oop. Just about tipped over the camera. Sent out to neutral. Johnson will be the first one there, though. Johnson sends it cross ice to LeBlanc. LeBlanc sends it up to Rodemaker. Tipped up, so again, no ice. Now over the far side, and yes, it's 4-on-4 in overtime for another 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Sent up to the point. Tome passes cross ice to LeBlanc. LeBlanc's going to skate in. She's got a little bit of an angle. Fires in a shot. Save, goalie. All the way over to the far side. Tome has it now. Tome looking for something to do. Skates it up the far side now. Skates around one girl. Puts in a shot. Hits the pipe. Now near side. Fighting down in the corner is Oim. 3 minutes left in the overtime period. Now 3 takes control of it. Skating it up far side. Just dumps and chases. Back behind the net now is LeBlanc. LeBlanc going to skate with it over the far side. Gets tripped up a little bit. But she keeps control of it. 1-on-4 now. Poke checked away at the blue line. Coming the other direction. Number 6 getting pushed up against the boards by Tome. Puts on a shot. Hit the side of the cage. I thought that was in from here. That scared me. Tome passes up the ice to Dump Rope. Dump Rope's got a little bit of room here. Skating it in, loads up, fires in a shot, misses wide right. Hogstead over in the far side. 2.5 minutes left in overtime. Dump rope trying to get after it at the blue line. Back skating is Turrell and Johnson. Pushed off the near side boards now, where Turrell takes control of it. Back behind the net. 2 minutes and 5 seconds left in overtime. Has dump rope out front. Here's Turrell skating it in. Strong side, left side. Poke checked away. Taken now by Fort Francis. Back around the far side. 28 skating with it up the far or near side. Crosses ice. Fires in a shot on Delaney. Puck bouncing around. Corrals it up. Covers it up. That was a scary one. 1:46 left in the overtime period. 4-on-4 hockey. Tome skating out there with Oim, LeBlanc, and McKenna. That was a long shift for Hogstead and dump rope. Face-off taken. Shot saved Delaney right off the face-off. That scared me too. Now sent all the way down. Zone cleared by McKenna. Over here. Now number 11 has it. She's skating up the far side. Tome trying to put a shoulder on her. Centering pass broken up by LeBeast. Now to McKenna. 1:30 left in overtime. Now back to 11, but Oim right there, right on her. She pushes her off to the near side boards, taken away by LeBeast. 1:20 left. Tip pass up to McKenna. Up at the blue line. Poke checked away by Fort Francis. Tome sends it up the boards. Broken up there by Tome. Tome sends across ice, tipped out of it. No, kept in now by the Leafs. LeBlanc pushes the girl up against the boards. No penalty. Both down, but hands in pockets. And now flying in there is Oim. And now far side, just tic-tac-toe passing, trying to set something up. 45 seconds left in overtime. You can probably scroll up so you can see the camera or the clock up in the top a little bit. And zone cleared now. Ellie Hogstead, she's on a rush here. She's going to be the first one there. She's got a little bit of an open room. Fire the shot!
Oh! Going to the championship with that goal right there. 32 seconds left in the fourth period. Woo. Overtime crusher. That's got to be disheartening for that goalie. She put up a fight.
She did. Wow, what a game. So exciting. Jesse Kane said you are correct. That was probably the best game I've broadcasted in quite a while. So, championship game versus Alexandria coming up at 1:30.
Ooh, that was a good barn burner there.
Ellie Hogstead seals the deal for the ladies. Sends them into the championship game. Like you said, 32 seconds left in the overtime period. And then thank you, Ellie, for not sending this into a shootout because I was nervous enough already. I don't know if the goalie dad could handle a shootout, which I will eventually. Just didn't want it today.
Yeah, we got to make sure we have the blood pressure medication on hand for one of those. But this was exciting enough for everybody.
Yeah, I'd say.
Doesn't look like the Canadians are going to join us for the prayer circle in the center there. That's a tough loss for them.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't seen their schedule, but maybe that's their first loss of the season. Who knows?
That's a
awesome game, neighbor says. Way to go, ladies. My mom says, holy cats, Claire said. Kaisan's chanting USA. Tome says Cardinals are going down again. And neighbor Kevin, congratulations, BLF.
Yeah, the Alexandria A team is down 1-0 to Stillwater right now.
Ooh, Stillwater must be pretty good then.
That's Alex has been in the box most of the game, it looks like. So.
Oh, really? So they're kind of shooting themselves in the foot then? So for a shot total, I have, let's see, 21, 27. So we didn't, how it started out was slower for the shot count. We were kind of getting dominated, but we ended up putting a couple up there. What I have is the official, unofficial shot count of 29-17 in the favor of Brainerd Little Falls. So Delaney with the 26 saves. And
we got some proud girls walking to the locker room right now.
Heck yeah. It's Coach Jess. Right, I think? Yeah.
Yep, slowly making his way off.
No, here's Coach Jess. There he is. Coach Katie and Coach Jess. Nice job, coaches.
Yep, I think that was the Alex coach walking off there.
So, yeah, Alexandria, here we come at 1:30. We'll see you guys there. Thanks for joining me, Chad. What a game. That was fun.
It was fun.
And we'll see you at 1:30. Watch for deer.